gar nicht bei Schiff.
Okay, welcome to the Musings of a Madman. I am your host, the last operator of the universe, and today we're gonna discuss what's the meaning behind life. Well, I'm sort of gonna dive deep into how I view the meaning of life is. And to illustrate this, I prepared a story that I found online. It's a very good story. I liked how it was sort of set up, and I liked the meaning behind the meaning that I got behind it. So once upon a time, there was a valley with very sloped edges, right? And in that valley, you found a bunch of turtles. The turtles do not remember how they got there. They do not remember why they are there. All they know is they're in this valley. Now, after some time, a year or two, one of the turtles realizes that if they had enough turtles, they could stack them on top of each other, right? They could climb up on top of each other, and one or two of them, a few of them could actually escape from the top of the valley and be out there in the world, though, to see what else is out there. So essentially, the idea is that escape is possible if they have enough turtles. So this turtle tells everybody, and everybody's in agreement. Let's have as many children as possible, and eventually we'll be able to pull this plan off. So after some time, after some generations, we have the first step ladder, the first escape, the first great escape. And a bunch of turtles escape, and the rest have to stay behind until they can make enough children to sort of rebuild the tower again. Because once a certain number of turtles leave, the tower becomes too small, too short to support anybody else escaping. So this becomes the point of living in this valley. Everybody knows that you're supposed to have kids, as many kids as possible, so we can get to a point where we have the step ladder and people can escape. So in the beginning, the way it was, you'd have the oldest turtles being the ones who are more likely to escape first instead of the younger ones. And every now and then you'd have the younger ones sort of finding a way to get their way to the top and escaping out of order, simply because they're stronger, faster, or somehow just more cunning, and they just find a way to get to the top and escape. Now, one day, one of the turtles remaining in the valley realized that this, because he's aware of the plan now, have as many kids as possible, build a step ladder, and in sequence will escape, right? So he has this thought. He's like, what if I don't want to be involved in this? I didn't choose to be a part of this step ladder plan. I didn't choose to be a part of this help others escape plan until it's my turn. He wants to know, or rather he's concerned by the idea that instead of living to create the step ladder to have people escape, they could be doing other things. He's the rebellious one. Now he realizes this, but the problem with that is that it's too late. The moment he's in the valley, he has to participate automatically. He didn't choose to be born into this type of lifestyle. He didn't choose to participate in this, but not participating is just almost just as pointless as participating. They're in a recurring cycle of building the step ladders, allowing people to escape, and then restarting restarting the process all over again. Right. So the point of the story basically was that whether or not you're the turtle who's willingly and excitedly, helping people build the step ladder, or you're the turtle who's realized that once or twice, some people will just, with the way the cycle works, some people will always end up staying behind in the valley. Now, the thought that I had while I was listening to the story was that wouldn't it be better if the people in the valley came up with a better plan? Instead of just having people escape, you could have people escape and sort of find a way to get you guys out, a sort of reverse escape type of thing. But that was not the point of the story, the way it was being told. The point of the story was that just what I said about how you don't choose to be born into this, but you have no choice but to participate. Not participating is pointless. It doesn't lead to anything. You know, you'll just be stuck in the same rut. But trying to participate, you might help others, you might help yourself eventually. And I liken this to life in such a way that I see the step ladder thing, where you stack different turtles on top of each other, and then the oldest or the wisest or the smartest or the most cunning get to the top and they find a way to escape. This is how we are in life. You know, we see the edge of the valley, you know, the escape from the rim of the valley as a sort of release. You know, it's to us, in our case, it's financial freedom, not just financial freedom, financial independence, man. You know, financial freedom essentially is the best way to describe it. You know, we see that as making it. You know, once you are above the ridge and outside of the valley, you have made it. You know, you can take care of yourself, you can take care of your family, everything is straight. And this is how life is at the current moment. You know, we are all trying to get to a better place. But the one thing that I like to consider now, you know, you have all these turtles vying for a chance to escape. You know, we have all these people trying to become richer or more stable, or just whatever needs or wants you have, right? These are all a part of life. You know, in life we want things, and we really want things because we don't have them, right? I feel like I had a point with this, but let me just try and backtrack into it. So my idea was to talk about life, and one thing that I've learned about life, right? One thing that I've tried to understand and sort of ingrain into myself is that life is not it's not a race, right? We're not trying to get to the finish line. There is no gold medal waiting for you once you're done. There is no rest at the end. You know, if you think of life that way, you know, life is the process. Life is a journey. You know, you need to go through it in order to have it, essentially. And the one aspect about life that comes about all the time is that we always have struggles. You know, you always have shortcomings, you always have wants, you always have needs. There's always something that's lacking in who you are, what you have. And in most cases, our job is just, our plan is just to sort of get these things and, you know, just hopefully live a better life. But that ignores the idea that life is a journey, right? Life is a journey, and therefore, or rather, I like to think of it more of a game. Life is a game, and therefore, the harsher your struggles, the better these struggles make you. You know, the better these struggles make you adept at handling them. Because even these ones the turtles who escaped the rim, the turtles who escaped the valley, the ones who end up at the top and are somehow free, they will have other challenges to face. They will have other difficulties and other wants to want and other needs to need. So about life, I mean, so in conclusion, essentially, yeah, let's just end it there. In conclusion, the purpose of life is not to finish it. It's not to win. It's not to end. It's not to succeed. Okay? Point of life is to keep on playing. You know, the game of life is an infinite game, and for an infinite game, we don't decide the winner based off. We don't decide the winner based off who does it the quickest, who does it the fastest, who does it the smartest, who does it the most cunning, who does it the most interesting. We don't have qualities to decide how well life has gone, right? I mean, there are things, obviously, you know, if you have food, water, electricity, clothes, I mean, obviously your life is okay. You know, the ones who don't have suffer slightly more, I'd say. But even the person who has food, water, clothes, and everything, they have their own struggles, they have their own sufferings, you know. Everybody has their own sufferings. And so the point of life, the reason why we are here, the point of life is, it's to keep playing, you know. That's the point of an infinite game. You need to find better ways, more ways to keep on playing. And the best way to do that is not to play in the same field, not to play in the same stage. You know, that's why the turtle, the idea of the turtle sort of pop up in my mind a bit, because you don't want to be the turtle who's there stuck in that valley and doesn't want to participate, doesn't want to affect anything, and simply says fuck it, you know. And you also don't want to be the turtle who's trying to always egg people on. Let's get up to the top of the tower, let's get up to the top of the valley so we can escape. You know, that also makes you a part of the machine. It makes you a part of the system. Hopefully you'd be the kind of turtle who wants everybody to prosper, find a way for everybody to get out. And yeah, I guess that's the optimist in me. You know, I want everybody to be able to succeed. I want everybody to be able to enjoy the fruits of their labor. So in life, what you want to be is somebody who's well balanced in the art of making your life slightly better and also making the lives of others better without diminishing the lives of others and without participating in the diminishing of others. You know, I mean, this is, I'm not sure I'm making any point, but this sort of reminds me of the idea of voting. You know, you have people who say they won't vote because they know it won't make a difference. But the very act of you saying that it won't make a difference makes a difference. You know, the fact that you're not even counted, whether or not the results are being rigged or not, the fact that you're not even counted in the first place means that you almost don't matter. You know, it's less than zero. You know, I had this lecturer who used to talk about something else. There's a difference between zero and there's nothing. Those are two different aspects. And what you're doing there is nothing, not just a zero. Okay, a zero means one guy doesn't get the vote that you were going to give him. You know, somebody else gets it instead. So 0 for him and a 1 for. But what you're doing here is nothing, absolutely nothing. You're the turtle who's in the corner of the valley, and they've realized, they figured out everything. You know, they're like, this is pointless. We're just going to be stuck here in an endless cycle of tower building and whatnot. And you're just stuck there in the corner and you don't want to help at all. You're just chilling. Anyways, so in conclusion, life is like life is a game, and like I said, the aim is to keep on playing. You know, you're allowed to have losses, you're allowed to have breaks, you're allowed to have obstacles. In fact, the more obstacles, I mean, the more difficult the obstacles, the better. But the idea that you're not going to participate is very dangerous. The idea that you're going to do the very bare minimum is very dangerous. As a human being yourself, your plan should be to affect the world in as many ways as possible, you know, or hopefully for the better. I mean, that's what we're hoping for. But don't be nothing. Don't do nothing, okay? You have to do something. By something, I literally mean something, you know? Start a club, join a club, meet new friends, move trash from the ground and into a dustbin. You know, like every day is an opportunity to do something different, or it's an opportunity to sort of do something, period. And don't get stuck in a rut where you want to do nothing, because I feel like nothing is as good as being dead. Anyways, this has been the Musings of a Madman. Thank you for joining me. Peace.